I think it's filming right now. Hello, my name is Anfu Tao, and I'm doing this for the strategic management course. And today I'm going to introduce a company called Change.org. It's a website to do petitions, and the website is right here, and it's actually quite famous in this specific area. I would say, it is facing a really target market. There are really only very few websites that are actually helping people to do petitions. And I googled it. Actually, there are only like three or four, and Change.org is apparently the leader in this market. And it is free. It is really fun. You can see a lot of petitions going on here. There are all kinds of petitions. See, there's things about Canada, like extend the panel leave to candidate Canadians to 18 months, get Canadian humanitarian out of North Korean prison. There's all kind of petitions going on, and also all around the world. And the way I got to know this website is quite interesting. It was in year 2014. I got to know. I was reading the Facebook, and then I saw this video. It was really it spread really quick in Chinese media and in the Facebook of China. And so I saw this video. It was in Summer Holder, and he was an actor in the Vampire Diary. He was really famous in China, and the Vampire Diaries was like super successful in China, super popular, and he was really famous.
Hey everyone, it's Ian. I am in the back of a car in England right now, so it might be a little loud. I know it's going to be very early in the United States, and I know it's going to be about noon here soon in Europe, but I'm asking you, I'm begging you, to look at my Facebook post and sign this petition to stop the Yulin Dog Meat Festival in China. It's happening June 21st. These dogs are beaten and burned alive, skinned alive in the streets. This is a disgusting display of a human god complex that children are seeing, and that on a global scale we should come together to tell the president of the People's Republic of China that we can no longer do this, that this lack of compassion, this display of lack of compassion and intelligence will not be tolerated on a global scale, and it should not be tolerated for children to see this. Thank you guys. Please sign the petition. Let me know your thoughts. I'll be checking these mentions and these comments all day and night, okay? Let's do this together, please. I love you guys. I thank you all. Thank you.
And the petition he was talking about is right here. Well, personally, I think eating dog is brutal. It's bad. It's really bad thing, and it should never happen. But actually, it's still going on in a certain parts in China. Because in China, eating dog is I won't say it's a culture, but it's like acceptable. It's not like in Western countries. It's definitely illegal and bad. But in China, there's certain per parts in China, like the countryside, the people still eating dogs and treating dogs like food. But it's changing though, and my final ARP. I'm doing a project on dog meat festival and dog meat industry in Yulin. So I did a lot of research on it, and that's where I got the feeling or got the idea that I want to start to do this investigation. I want to start working on to see what's going on there, like why they are slaughtering dogs just like it's like a bad thing. Anyways, here's the petition that he was talking about, and China Yulin Dog Meat Festival underway. Oh no, sorry, this is the news. So let's China Dog Meat Festival. Yeah, it's here. And in the original video which Ian posted, and he also posted a link under his video, and that's That's the link they gave us. And in this petition, we can see there were almost 3 million people signed. Actually, by the time 2014, there were only um, near 1 million people signed this, but right now it's almost 3 million, so it's really impressive. And how this website works is like you start a petition and you have a sign goal, like a goal for sign. If you got enough signatures, and then the website will give this idea to the government or to the decision makers to let them see how many people are wanting this to change, and then they will make their final decisions. However, this festival still happened at the year 2014, and it is still happening in 2015 and 2016, which is pretty, unfortunate, and which means this petition didn't do its work. Even it got 2 million signatures, which is quite a lot compared with how many people are using this website. For the EU thing, like there was another petition going on just a couple months ago, like because the UK was leaving the EU, right? So they started another petition in here, and it only got like 4 million signatures. Remember, this is quite a big thing, right? The UK is leaving EU. You got 4 million signatures. But for this, you got almost 3 million signatures. So which means this is really, really influential, and it's really, really big thing in the Western media, also in the Chinese media. And however, even this petition success its goal. I mean, at that time it succeeded, like because the year 2014 it only requires 1 million people to sign this, but now it has like almost 3 million people. But it still happened, which is why, which means the petition sometimes just doesn't work in this website. I mean, I lost my point. The point I'm going to talk about is the likely influence for this website to influence the countries other than English speaking countries. It is good in Western countries. Like in Western countries, it really did change things. But if you want to change things in China or in Asia countries, in other countries who don't speak English, can't do much. Change.org has let's see there about. I read a lot of things about Change.org, but actually there's not a lot of things on internet about them anyhow. But they have connection with decision makers, but they didn't include, like they didn't say details about what kind of decision makers they are having connection with. But I'm assuming they probably only have connections um, with the decision makers in English speaking countries like Canada, like America, even UK. But for them to have connections with the Chinese government, like, or the decision makers in China or in Korea, which will be pretty hard. And also another problem is this website is only English, so it's really hard for people from other part to read through this website, like, and so to do their petitions on this website. I'm going to talk more about this problem in my article for sure, and you will see more in my article. And another story I want to share here is the Stephen Avery's case. This guy is really famous, and he's actually originally from the he's just like a garbage man living in Wisconsin, but he went to jail in the year, I guess it's 1985 or 1986, and then he spent 18 years in the jail for you know for thing he didn't commit to do, and then he got out, and then so he asked for his money, like he needs money because he spent like so much years in prison, and he asked for $36 million. And the Wisconsin government and police officer they planned fake evidence to put this guy in prison again, and this time it's murder. Murder. They said Steve Avery murdered a girl named Teresa Halbach, and so the Netflix make a really great show called Making a Murder, and it's only 10 episodes. It's only season 1, but it's really good, and it's like a boom all around the United States and even in Canada, even in China, it's still a boom. And I watched it. I was so shocked about how this things happened. And here's another petition about Stephen Avery going on this website. And this leads me to another question: is this illegal? I mean, let alone whether Stephen Avery is guilty or not, whether let alone like did he kill the terrorist Harbeck? But you can't just free someone from the prison because the judge already said this guy is guilty and there's evidence on it. So this website is actually doing some petitions which is against the law, against um I don't know what to say it. You know what I mean, right? Like they are doing some petitions like stop the ISIS, stop the war somewhere, but that is fine, right? Because everybody wants it. But they're also doing something like for their own purposes, for their own feelings. Because people are doing it because they are doing petitions because they think this is good, this is nice. But sometimes it's against the law. Like you can't just free a prisoner from prison because certain people, like 500,000 people, want it. So you can't free a murderer from a prison. Even he's probably like innocent, but there's still no certain proof to prove that he's really innocent. And there's still, if there's really a murderer who murdered the Teresa Halbach, but probably he's still out there somewhere. But he's still not caught, right? So this guy, Stephen Avery, he's still in prison at the year 2016, though. So, and with his cousin, Brendan Dassey, which sucks because Brendan Dassey apparently he was innocent. But the point here is this website is actually doing things that beyond their power and beyond their area. I don't know what to say. Like they are doing things. They are doing petitions to stop things from non-English speaking countries like in China or in Korea, but which is apparently won't work. Because even you talk to the Chinese government, the Chinese government just won't give a shit. They won't stop it. They won't change it. And they're also doing things too against the law, like to free a prisoner from prison. And with even the petitions go to a certain level, like they got a lot enough signatures, these petitions still won't work. And I think they are just doing these things to promoting themselves, I guess. And overall, I think this website is really useful and really fun to watch because you'll see a lot of ideas going on here. You'll see a lot of people asking questions or looking for help really in this website, and it's quite unique, especially in this market. And but there were certain problems that I think that might happen in this website. Biggest problem, I guess, is their model is too easy to copy. Even they already have a lot of users are using this website, but once the user finish their petitions, they basically just leave, and they won't use the website again because this website is only for petitions. So how you keep your users so active? How you keep your users always using the website? Because that's how you get clicks. This is how you get money, right? And another thing is they don't need to really worry about the new entrants because they are already leader in the market. So they don't need to worry about the new entrants, but they need to worry about what if the big companies like Facebook copy their model, because their model is really easy to copy. What if Facebook started a program called Facebook petition program, and they were just I'm pretty sure change.org will get crashed by Facebook really fast. And so I made my alternatives in my article, and I made my decisions in the article. So yeah, just read it through, and I hope you enjoyed it. Great, and hope this video is somehow somewhat helpful for you, and to let you know what I'm writing about and what I'm talking about. And this I have to say this website is really small, and the company is really small, so it's really hard to find any data or any articles talking about this website. I guess I'm the first one really writing an article about this website, I guess. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the article, and that's it. Bye bye.